Hello everyone, welcome back. Happy what's left of Sunday. This is another video about the Baker Act, and in this video I'm going to talk to you really about why you shouldn't trust a facility that is telling you that your loved one doesn't meet criteria, but they still need to keep them. So this is the background on that. I had a call from a mom. Her daughter was being held at a facility, and by the way, I've litigated against this facility multiple times. They are one of the worst abusers of the Baker Act, and they cannot be trusted. And they will milk insurance whenever they're given an opportunity. So the child has been there for, I think, 24 hours. And a clinician at the facility said to the mother, she's stable, she doesn't meet criteria, but we're going to hold her for another 48 hours. And I said, well, if she doesn't meet criteria, why is she still there? And the mom didn't have a response. And, you know, I guess the point is that, look, the facility doesn't get this magic 72 hours where they get to milk insurance and keep your loved one. They only get to keep them as long as they continue to meet criteria, and they've got 72 hours to do the assessment. But if they figure out, or if it's clear the person doesn't meet criteria, they got to let them go. Whether it's the first hour, the second hour, the 12th hour, the 24th, whatever it is. If they don't meet criteria, they don't meet criteria. You don't get to have the facility doesn't get to lock your loved one up just because it's 72 hours, okay? It's 72 hours to do the assessment, okay? Not to keep you even if you don't meet criteria. I mean, they figure out pretty quickly if you meet criteria. And so I said to the mother, why are they holding her? And she didn't really know. And of course she doesn't know because the facility's not telling her. They're just like, oh, we're gonna let her out on Tuesday, which is 48 hours from now. And I said, well, do you have it in writing? No, I don't. Well, I mean, listen, in my world, if it's not in writing, it didn't get said. And I tell my staff, if you speak to a client or anybody on the phone and you don't put it in writing, it didn't get said. I said, get an email from them. I mean, she's going to ask, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a 99.9% chance they are not going to send her an email. And how do I know that? Because out of the almost 500 cases I've filed over the last several years, I've only one time, did I get a facility to send me an email confirming they were going to release somebody. And of course, they kept their word, because if they didn't, I was going to attach that to an amended petition, because I'd already dragged their ass into court. I was going to attach it to an amended petition and send that in. And then they could explain to the judge, not only why they were holding this person illegally, but why they said they were going to release them, knowing they were being held illegally, and then didn't do it. So it was basically a get out of jail free card. One time have I had a facility who actually sent me an email. So my guess is, and I think it's an educated guess, is that this woman is not going to get an email, and I told her, I said, 50-50 that she gets out on Tuesday within 48 hours as promised. And she said, why? I said, because I've litigated against this facility multiple times. I know exactly what you're dealing with, and they cannot be trusted. And they've already told you that your loved one doesn't meet criteria. So why is she there another 2 days? My guess is to milk the insurance, and quite possibly so that when Tuesday comes, they're just going to say, oh, she still meets criteria. She needs to be observed, or whatever ridiculous excuse they're going to come up with. But this is just a way to pacify the parent, so that the parent doesn't call me or another lawyer or just start ranting and raving. So I wanted to share that with you. Listen, when you get Baker Acted, when your loved one gets Baker Acted, your rights as the parent are done. They are over, they are terminated. Your loved one's right to self-determination, done, over, terminated. So if you are going to allow the state to dictate the terms and conditions of your loved one's release, you know, that's okay. And I said that to the mom. Look, this is a no judgment zone. I don't tell clients what to do. I ask questions, I get the lay of the land, and then I give you, an idea of what I think is going on here. And you get to make the decision. I'll never tell you what to do. That's it. I don't tell you what to do. But if you are going to allow the facility, who is an agent of the state's mental health system, when your loved one is there illegally and nobody knows they're there and you can't sue them for this, if you're going to allow them to dictate the consequences of when or even if they get released, that's your right. I'm just here to help if you need me. Anyway, with that said, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.